Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. Today in the market we see slightly rising prices. Nothing too crazy, you know, a slight upside, 1350 now, just above that. We don't yet have a decision which direction we are going. The current triangle we have on the chart here hasn't been invalidated yet, and there are still quite a few options that could send us down once more lower. That is still my primary expectation, to see one more dip. However, as I indicated many times, this could already be a breakout pattern. If it is a breakout pattern, I would need to see the price go here sort of into the region, around 1500 to complete that 5-wave move. Already a break above 1400 would indicate that, we might really be in this breakout pattern. But really, to get more certainty, we need to see those 5 waves filled and then a 3-wave pullback, which would basically mean what we need to see eventually is see this 5-wave move, which would be a larger wave 1 as an impulse. So getting that filled and then waiting for the wave 2 pullback needs a bit of patience, but it allows you to get more certainty, right? So as you know, I talked about it a lot, that we could already be in a breakout pattern. There is currently no evidence, but it's technically possible because we already reached here our target area, which is between 1130 and 1280. So as we reached it, we fulfilled, and also based on the wave count, we fulfilled basically all the minimum requirements to complete this wave down. So at any moment when you reach such a reversal area, the low could be in. So we need to be ready for that strategically. I always encourage people to think strategically. You can have your own strategy, but whatever strategy you have, just don't make your decisions based on emotions, okay? So for me, the strategy was to buy a small portion. I think I bought at 1330. The first larger batch was at 1250. My plan is still, if we dip once more lower, to buy another batch and maybe a third batch. But then basically wait for that wave 1 to emerge, take profit in wave 1, buy in again in wave 2, basically scaling in, and then wave 3, taking profits in wave 3, right? And that third wave overall here, that larger third wave, could take us into the region around $3,000. So there's a bit of a reward in compared to the risk, because the risk is fairly low compared to the reward. If the price could take us down, or if, in case this is really an impulse, I mean, we are talking about only wave 3 taking us to $3,000. We haven't even talked about wave 5 yet, which could take us even higher. And the risk is basically that if we go below $1,000, this breakout will become very unlikely. So $1,000 is the key level here. Now looking into this in the short term, you can see that this is still very much possible to count as a triangle. So that we say wave 3 finished down here at 1220. We then moved up in a wave A, came down in a B, moved up in a C, down in a D, moved up in an E. And as long as the wave E doesn't go above the wave C, which is 1373, we can count this as a triangle. However, the ideal level has already been broken for the wave E. We talked about that. That was 1335. We saw a bit of a setback there, but that was it. Which indicates we could be in something different than a triangle pattern. It's still valid, absolutely, and as long as we are below 1373, we can expect to move down and break out to the downside. But we need to see how the price is reacting to that 1373 level. Now, if we go higher than 1373, again, this could already be the breakout, but I would personally not really want to confirm that until I see 5 waves filled to the upside, because it would just look much better with having one more dip here. So therefore we'll take the Fibonacci retracement levels and we measure the retracement levels of wave 3. You can see that the 50% fib level is at 1438. That is technically how high a wave 4 could go. Now, going above 1400 is already taking out the previous high, so it would already indicate some kind of a breakout here. But what I mean is that the 1438 level here is a key resistance level, a 50% fib level. Only above that, it would indicate that it's not a wave 4 anymore, really. So while the $1,400 level is important, it is for me not the key decision point to determine if we're already in a breakout. That would only be when we see 5 waves as complete and 3 waves down. That would be a confirmed bottom. Because we can also very easily count this as a more complex correction, a WXY pattern. So we say, yeah, wave 3 was down here, finished. This is a wave W, this is a wave X, and the way this is developing here was basically a wave A, a wave B, and we're now in the wave C to the upside of a wave Y. So I just put that on here in a different color, right? So if I add the ABC as well, and see here we had the wave A up, the wave B down, and this would be a wave C. So, and if we look at a target for that, there is different ways of calculating target. You know, I just try to explain to you the possibilities here, and just want to highlight that just because we go above 1400, maybe it would not necessarily be a bullish breakout. So it's all about how you handle that with your own strategy. For me, you know, a key target here would then be, let's say we break above 1400, would be 1450, the 1.618 extension. That would be broadly in line with that 50% FIB retracement I showed you. So 1450 would then be another key level here, a key resistance level from that point of view, yeah. And another way of doing is to measure the length. Whoops, didn't want to do that. A second on. Well, I don't know what happened here now. Let's go to the left hand side again. If we measure the length of the wave W and then compare that to the length of the wave Y, again here we are striving for maybe the 1-to-1 ratio, and that would be at 1428, which is here, 1428. So we've got a bit of a range between 1428 and 1450 maybe, where we could get a setback should we really make it above 1400. So yeah, still primarily, you know, no change. Looking at lower lows, I think the triangle option got a little bit less likely, which doesn't mean we are suddenly in a bullish breakout. I think the WXY might even be a little bit more likely, just because it would look from the proportions much better to get one more dip in here, which again doesn't need to happen. Therefore, from a strategic point of view, trade management very important. I bought a batch already here at 1250. And so I'm prepared for rising prices. I made you aware, didn't want to move that. And that's pretty much my current assessment of the Ethereum price. I'm going to keep you updated. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.